Welcome to the Band Bar Studios channel, where we create your entire fitness routine using long loop resistance bands like these. So if your goal is to get stronger and fit from anywhere, this is the channel for you. So be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you never miss a workout. I'll give you a second to do that right now. Thank you. Today we have a back strength workout for you. One of my favorite kinds of workouts because it makes you feel so strong. It helps with posture. You feel stronger doing daily tasks. Super important for a well-rounded strength fitness routine. All you need are your long loop resistance bands and a door anchor or a way to secure your bands up high and down low. So you can attach it onto furniture or anything like that. I am using our door anchor. It's in our accessory bundle. I'll put a discount for you below. And that is about it. Make sure you warm up. I'll put a warm up here for you to do. Come back to this video and we will get right into it. To set up your first circuit, put your door anchor or attach your resistance band, he's out, up high with a medium band like that. But we are gonna get started with our first exercise just on the mat. We are gonna do some neutral grip bent over rows. So how you do that is just folding your band in half like this. You're going to hinge at the hips, and it's a neutral grip, which means our palms are facing each other. And we're just gonna pull up, elbows behind us, keeping our shoulders down and moving through this bent over row. So again, shoulders down away from your ears, pulling your elbows back behind you, always having tension on the band. Exhale on the way up and slowly go down. Engage your core. If your low back is hurting, that means you're not engaging your core properly. Next, we are going to still stay on the mat. We're going to do a high bent over row. So grab your band, and I want you'll need lighter resistance for this one. You're going to get in that hinge again, but you're going to pull up so your hands are at chest level like this. You're going to stay here. And one at a time, lower one hand down to the knee and come back up. So you are holding in that row, that high row. So from the side, our elbows are up near chest height, shoulder height, and they are coming up, alternating which hand goes down, holding at the top. So adding more time under tension. Good. Next, we're gonna go into a bent over lat pull down. So grabbing the band that's up here, you're gonna get in that hinge position and pull the band to your chest like this, okay? So think of if you were doing a lat pull down where you sit down, you're pulling down like this. I want that same movement, and because you're in that hinge, the band is on that good angle, that perfect angle for that. So you're sticking your butt out so that it is creating one line from your glutes to where the band is anchored. So you're pulling down, working your lats. They are very strong, so you can up your resistance here and move away from the door so that it is challenging for you. Good. All right. And lastly, we are going to probably use a lighter band. I'm going to add a lighter band to this top door anchor here. We're going to do some face pulls. So now standing up straight, palms down, you're going to pull the band to your face, elbows out. Okay? You can do a split stance if that feels good. I want there to be a good amount of resistance even when your hands are right in front of you. You're moving slow and controlled. Good. Perfect. Inhale. Amazing. Okay, next, we're going to start over. So that's our whole circuit. We're going to do that one more time. Whew. Already sweating. So we're going to go back to our bent over row. And you don't have to double up if you don't want to. If you just have to find that perfect resistance, you can do single bands and just grab closer to your feet to find the resistance that works for you, okay? But I want your palms to be facing each other. And I want your elbows pulling back at this lower position. We're working our mid back here, our low back. Engage your core. So that means for this, I don't want your butt sticking out like that. Engaging your core means creating one strong line with your spine. Good. All right, going back to that high row. So choosing a lower resistance, I like to wrap the band around my hands like this. In that bent over position, pull up. So your elbows are up high. And let's go. So dropping one hand, pulling up, dropping the other, pulling up, working our upper back. Good. You got this. Last time doing this exercise. Done. Okay. Going back to our lat pull down with that higher resistance here. I'm already sweating. Okay. Grabbing the band, moving away from the door so that there's a good amount of tension. Hinge, stick your butt back out, and pull down. Pull the band down towards the top of your chest and hold at the bottom, I guess, right here. Hold here for a second. You'll really feel your lats here. So lats are the biggest part, the biggest muscle of your back. Creates that hourglass figure. Helps you have good posture. Done. Okay, one more. We have our face pull. So going back to that lighter resistance, probably, or maybe not, whatever you want to do. Grabbing the band, move away from the door so that you have a good amount of resistance. Shoulders down. Good. And on the exhale, pulling the band towards your nose. So creating a triangle with the band as you pull your hands from the center in front of your face, out and back to make the band touch your nose. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Working the back of our shoulders, our rear delts, and our upper back, and our traps. Done. Amazing. Okay, we are going to take a 40-second break, get some water. We're going to come back for our second circuit. And for that, you will need your door anchor or bands secured at about knee height on your door or furniture or whatever you're using. All right, like I mentioned, door anchor is about at knee height. I have the same setup with my bands in there, so one medium, one lighter, but feel free to find the band that works for you. We're gonna sit down for our first exercise, facing the door, and move away from the door so that there's a good amount of tension, digging your heels in the ground. We're gonna do an underhand grip, so palms up to the sky, cable row like this. So pulling our elbows back, underhand, good, let's go. So keeping your shoulders down away from your ears, working more of our lower lats with this exercise. Exhale as you pull. A good tip, if you ever wonder what you should be feeling with back exercises, the direction of your elbows usually indicates what part of your back you're working. So underhand, your elbows are going more towards your lower back. So we're working more of our lower back. If you have a face pull, like we just did, our elbows are up high, working our upper back. So that's a good tip. Next, we are going to grab a lighter band. We're gonna do a cable rear delt fly. So rear delt fly is when we're going like this, usually with dumbbells, but we're gonna do this with a band. So grabbing the light band, you're gonna do it facing the door anchor. So you can do this in a tall kneeling, half kneeling, but you're going to grab the band, palms facing each other, and doing this motion here. So you have a slight bend in your elbows. So grabbing the band so that you're pulling out on the band. You don't need a lot of resistance here. We're doing 2 rounds, so just feel it out this round. Work your upper back. Perfect. Next, we're gonna go on our back, grabbing the heavier band. I don't know if I'll have to level down for this one, but you're gonna be on your back like this, feet planted. You're gonna pull the band down towards your hips and come back up, okay? Let's go. So low back pressed in the mat. So doing a pull over or lat pull down. So having a good amount of tension even when your hands are right above your head. Keeping your arms straight, palms facing away from you. Good. And lastly, in this circuit, we are gonna do a floor back extension, so no bands, laying flat on our stomach like this. Toes stay on the ground, hands behind our head, and we're gonna put our forehead to the mat. Exhale, come up as high as you can. Back down. And up. Moving slow and controlled, hold at the top for a second. There's not a lot of range of motion here, so don't feel the need to go all the way up. We want this to be pain-free. Good. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Then we're done our entire workout. Starting with that underhand row, facing our door anchor, so palms up to the sky. Roll your shoulders back. Let's go. Make sure when your hands are out here, there's tension on the band. If there's not, move away. If when you move away from the door, then you can't pull the band all the way towards you, level down your band. Good. Inhale. Done. Amazing. Okay. Next is our rear delt fly. So in a kneeling position, I like to wrap the band around my hands. You can do both knees on the ground, one knee on the ground, doesn't matter. Bend in your elbows and bringing your elbows back and your hands out. If it's too much, you can move towards the door, and that allows you to pull on the band more or have it be less resistance. Done. Okay. Band pull over. So we're going to be on our backs. Hands, palms facing away from you, away from the door. Let's go. Pulling the band towards your hip bones, keeping a 98% straight arm. You don't have to lock your elbows out, but like a small bend is helpful to feel comfortable here. But try and keep them as straight as possible. And work in the range that has resistance. So when I put my hands above my head, there's slack. So I'm not even going there. I'm stopping here and going back down to my hips. Done. All right, let's finish it off with our back extension on the ground like this. Last 40 seconds of work. You got this. Almost done. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're not just looking up with your head to create that curve. You should always be looking at the mat. And think of using your back to lift you up. Done. Amazing. That was our back workout. I hope you loved it. Please like this video and comment below if you did. Make sure you cool down. I'll put a cool down here for you, and I will see you next time on the mat. If you enjoyed this workout video, make sure to join me on bandbarstudios.com. There you'll get access to over 200 exclusive workouts, free challenges, form videos for over 100 exercises, workout tips, and more to help you on your health and fitness journey. If you're not a Bandbar Studio member yet, check the description below for promo codes and click on that link to start your free trial today. See you next time on the mat.